Heidi, Part 43. The child will have two protectors, and I hope with God's will that they may be spared a long lifetime. And may it be God's will, added the grandmamma, who with Heidi had joined them. Shaking the uncle by the hand, and putting her arms around the child, she said, "Heidi, I want to know if you also have a wish." "Yes, indeed I have," said Heidi. "Tell me, what is it, child?" "I should like to have my bed, from Frankfurt, with 3 high pillows and a thick warm cover. Then grandmother will be able to keep warm, and won't have to wear her shawl in bed. Oh, I'll be so happy." Heidi had said this all in one breath, she was so eager. If God sends us happiness, we must think of those who have needs. I shall telegraph immediately for the bed. It can be here in 2 days. I hope the poor blind grandmother will sleep better when it comes. Heidi, in her happiness, could hardly wait to bring the old woman the good news. Mr. Seaman now planned to travel to Switzerland with his mother and Clara. He would spend the night in the village, then get Clara from the next morning for the journey. Clara's feelings were divided, for she was sorry to leave Heidi, but the prospect of a trip delighted her. When everything was settled, they all went down. The uncle carried Clara, who could not have risked the lengthy walk. Brigida was just hanging up Peter's shirt to dry when the whole company arrived. Rushing into the house, she called to her mother. "Now uncle is going, carrying the lame child." The grandmother asked, "Are they taking Heidi away? Oh, if she could only give me her hand once more." The same moment the door was flung open, and Heidi held her tight. "Grandmother, just think, my bed with the 3 pillows and the thick cover is coming from Frankfurt, and will be here in 2 days." "Oh, but I don't think I shall survive long," the grandmother said kindly. Clara added, "Heidi will be staying with you and make you happy. We will come again to visit every year." Immediately the face of the grandmother lightened up, and she cried tears of joy. "Oh, what wonderful things God is doing for me," said the grandmother, deeply touched. "How good people are to trouble themselves about such a poor old woman as I. Nothing in this world strengthens the belief in a good Father in heaven more than this mercy and kindness shown to the poor like me." "My dear grandmother," said Mr. Seaman, "before God in heaven we are all equal. But now we must say good-bye. We shall never forget you." With that Mrs. Seaman and his mother went down to the village, while Clara was carried up to spend her last night in the hut.